Hopefully you can see a pop-up.
Hopefully you can see
now
a pop-up.
So you should be able to see a pop-up. Yeah, cool. Okay. So I'm just going to share. I'll share my. Can I share my screen? I can't share my screen. I'll send you a screenshot. 1 second. Right, so you should see that kind of screenshot there, what I see, which is basically, so in the control room, so you see that kind of the green toggle for the host live feed, which is top right, just under the kind of the header like bar. So you get the preview, and once you see the preview, which is basically the YouTube live stream, then you've got obviously what's live next to it. You've got this send live feed to, which is like a drop down box. So you can do all the attendees. You can then obviously do to a particular session if you want, which I think, so you do particular session, and then on the left hand side, you tick the box of the session that you wanted to send the live feed to. We definitely need to test that before we did it, because I think the last time we did it, Chloe sent it to everybody, and then people were in like video chats, and you can hear and see both at the same time. So to go live, there's a button that's just basically, it's a weird one. You've got to resize your screen to see it. And this, so when, I think you should maybe test this tomorrow, but basically you should see like a go live button, which is just above that control room team chat where you've got go live and end. And that's basically the host stream. So if what I'll do now is I'll end it and then I'll restart it. And so the stream stays consistent. So YouTube's just going on in the background. So if yeah. So it's like session's just ended. Let's tell everyone to go back to the timeline so they don't see that stupid stream end. Now let's go somewhere else, Meeting Hub, I don't know, whatever. But I suppose that's the idea of it, in the sense that we can do that. It's just that it is this YouTube stream. I'm wondering, so what I'll do as well, I was going to take another screenshot. This is, yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to send you that. So I just basically went live. So I've obviously gone live on YouTube. I've copied that, what you've just put down there. So this is what I see in YouTube, which is basically just kind of like a standard, I don't know, like, yeah, if you just going live to this, this is just going out to like the YouTube channel or whatever, which we don't really use anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I think with anything we do with all of this, like at a minimum, we need 2 screens. Like you can't do this on 1 screen. And I suppose this, to me, because this host, unless they've made any changes in this version 3, which I'm not sure, it might be worthwhile asking Eventset, can we only do this through YouTube? Because this really ties up a computer, because you want this stream to be available. It's almost like you want this stream available throughout the whole day, because then say something happens. So like Events are as an example, when they've been testing events, and if they've had an issue with a session, then you go into that, like we had an issue with that second session that wasn't kind of set up correctly. So as opposed to just being where you're like, oh, I'm not sure what's going on, same sort of scenario, you just get the host to come on and be like, oh, we're having a couple of technical issues, just make your way back to the timeline, and we'll send you an update, go to the meeting hub, do whatever you want to do in between. And then obviously someone comes back on and says, right, yeah, we've fixed it, go back in. So you want to be able to do that ad hoc. You might not use it throughout the whole event, but you want the option. So really you want to go, here's a computer, and it could even be, you need a computer with 2 screens and webcam that feeds into, obviously that kind of goes into YouTube, with a fixed internet connection. And that's just running. That's running for, like, say, the 8 hours of the event. So YouTube's going, then all you're doing is going into On Air and just going, I want to go live. It's literally whoever's got, it's whoever's got access to that YouTube. So yeah, we could control the host feed, but you'd need to be the same. The MC for BA, for example, will just talk. Yeah. So yeah, they can talk, but it's almost like, it's just like a production, like in the sense of, so when I, it's really off-putting because I'm looking at myself, which is slightly delayed. So when I go press to go live, it counts me in just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So really it's just about, if you're pressing go live and then you're just kind of counting down for the MC, and then as soon as it gets to kind of, okay, you're live, that's kind of coming up in On Air, and then the MC can just start talking. And then same at the end, you can then just put end, you can just press end and it goes. And then they then would then, if you're pushing them towards the next session, that MC then is maybe, I don't know, maybe they're not moving, maybe you can do it through the same camera, I don't know. That's where the AV guys come in. But if it does have to be separate, it's the MC then has to kind of, I don't know, run across the room to be on set for the session. Yeah, basically. This is the thing, I think, I think you need a team. You need like a team of people, no matter how kind of small the event is. It's like there's like a core team that you will always need. It'd be interesting to see what Mumbrella have done and what Lynn and Portia think, because they're obviously going to be there. They're going to, they'll, even just how many people were at the Mumbrella event today and what was their role straight away will hopefully give us a good idea as to what the minimum number of people is and what those types of roles are. And then hopefully with what Umbrella have done, it might all be seamless and everything's perfect and they've gone, yes, this is the team we need. Or probably more realistic, we'll say, yeah, next time we would have done this differently. And then we can learn from that. And it might be that, we need more people, we need more screens, we need more computers. I feel like you definitely need kind of a setup of a few different computers for this. Even if you have minimal people, you need, because you're tied up with everything. Like you say, this is tied up to YouTube, to a webcam, to a mic. The mics, as an example, is like we can't. If this is an MC, obviously we're doing this for BE. We're doing this at Fed Square, so they're going to be mic'd up with the proper lapel things and everything. But it needs to be obviously whatever feed is going to YouTube is not just a webcam feed. It needs to be coming from a proper audio equipment. Because even that's what I said to Chloe as well. So the events session that happened today, everyone in that had headsets, and that's because they don't have the microphone set up. Like obviously, you have the lapel microphone which hooks up to like a battery pack, and then obviously that goes to a receiver to the audio equipment, which then feeds into a stream, whether it's YouTube or Vimeo or whatever. Yeah, so there's there's stuff that kind of I don't know about. It's like we can do this bit, but yeah, maybe let's just ask, just confirming. We're obviously looking at a number of virtual events. The host feed, just to confirm, the only option for the host feed is a YouTube live stream, and maybe just say, if that is the case, is there in the latest version of On Air, is there any additional video options for the host feed? So it's kind of just a couple of questions. I think it works with YouTube, and I think the reason why they do it maybe is because YouTube is as close to live as it can be. Yeah, I don't know. Let's ask the question and see what they say. Right, I'll end that anyway. I'll just give you a quick call back, and maybe you, I'll send you the login details. I'll give you a call now.